Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. If you haven't done so already, please make sure you hit the like and the subscribe button and click that notification bell so that way you'll be notified anytime I post another video. I mean, it's literally right next to each other, so what are you waiting for? But you know, this world is constantly changing when it comes to crypto. I'm super excited for it. The markets are a little down right now, but that's okay. We're still going to keep it pushing. We're still going to keep it moving, and we're going to get straight into it. In a recent article from Cointelegraph, the article mentions about Ethereum, and it says Discord drops Ethereum and NFT integrations plans after backlash. I wonder what happened. Let me see. It says, while Jason said the NFT feature was in pre-release mode, he has now changed his tune after being bombarded with thousands of comments calling on him to drop the plans. So I wonder what exactly happened. I mean, because we all know that the NFT market is booming right now. You know, there's some NFTs that are really rare. You know, for those that don't know, I'm actually in the NFT game now. I have about maybe 4 assets now. I'm gonna hold on to them. I know one I have. It's one of them right now is currently my my avatar, my picture. You know, my main picture on YouTube. Of course, it's part of the Goat tribe. I also have a Bumping Uglies one. They got about 4,800 ever created that will ever be created. And I also have. I'm also a member of the Gingerbread Squad. I have about 2 of those. So I actually like those. I thought that was pretty neat. So I'm wondering why that they're thinking about dropping, well, why they actually did drop the NFTs on the Ethereum blockchain. I want to say it's because the prices maybe still a little bit too high, but there's always other blockchains. I mean, let's get into it and let's see, because I want to speculate on it. But it says the popular community messaging app Discord has been forced to walk back its integration plans with the Ethereum-based NFTs following strong backlash from a significant number of its users base. The pushback started on November 9th after Discord's founder and CEO Jason Citron tweeted probably nothing, accompanied by a screenshot of the app's user settings page that displayed an ETH logo, an option to connect digital wallets such as MetaMask and Wallet Connect. I wonder where I was at with that. I'm always on Twitter, so I wonder where I was at. If you're watching this, also, my subscribers, please follow me on Twitter. It's TV with Trey. That's always the same thing as my YouTube handle. It's TV with Trey. I post anytime, any and every time I post another video, I send that message out as a tweet first, and then it comes straight to my YouTube. It says Citron was bombarded with thousands of comments calling on him to abandon the plans, along with users threatening to cancel Nitro subscriptions. The crypto skeptics asserted that NFTs are a Ponzi scheme and damaging to the environment due to the amount of energy consumption used to mine cryptocurrencies. That is actually not true. And here's the tweet right here where he said, probably nothing. And then here's a tweet where it says, I kindly request that you to not engage in NFT scene. I want an app that does not enable a money laundering scheme that is also proven to contribute to climate change. That's completely bogus. That's bull. I get sometimes people use art to actually money launder. But when it comes to NFTs, this is an ever-changing world. You know, I can guarantee you the people that say don't use NFTs are the people that don't understand. I know just yesterday, I asked a buddy of mine who I talk to on a daily basis. You put it this way, like I have buddies that love NFTs that are thinking about getting into NFTs. He has friends that, you know, are in like the hip hop industry. So me and him, we go back and forth. We talk about it. That person is amazing. Like we talk about how to get into the NFT market and how to like change the world. But then I have other people who don't understand NFTs and think that they're gimmicks. Well, I'm talking about this buddy of mine, and if you're watching, you know, I'm not talking down to you or anything like that. It's just one of the things is like we had a talk, he was like, I just don't understand NFTs. I think they're gimmicks and this and that. And I'm just like, well, why do you think that they're a gimmick? Why do you think that they're phony? And the only answer that he could give me was, I don't understand it. And that's the problem with us as individuals. We tend to say we don't like something or say something is phony because we don't understand how it works. And I can guarantee you that these tweets and the people that are threatening to cancel subscriptions are the people that don't actually understand cryptocurrency as a whole, and specifically NFTs. Because there was a point to where I didn't understand NFTs. I didn't want to talk about NFTs. I didn't want to know how to do it. But there was a time and point to where I was like, okay, well, these projects actually look pretty good, not even knowing what blockchain that certain projects, was actually on. But once you as a human take the time to understand the fundamentals of anything, and I'm not just talking about cryptocurrencies now, but once we take the time to understand the fundamentals of anything, our minds will be open to a brand new world. And I can guarantee you that his people who are subscribed to his services for the Nitro subscriptions are the ones that just don't get it. But if somebody like a niece, a nephew, or son, a daughter, a cousin, a family member that's younger, sat down and talked to them and showed them how NFTs could actually change the world and are actually changing the world, they probably wouldn't have that same mindset. We're only as strong, our minds are only as strong as we would actually allow our minds to be. Like that, just think about that for a minute. And plus, I mean, you're a whole company. And if you're worried about a few people's unsubscribing to your services, customers come and go. And that's how, I look at it as a person that's going to be investing in other things and actually owning another and about to own something. Or if I was owning a company, customers come and go. I understand to a certain extent that you want to cater your business around your loyal customers who's been there for a while. But if they're not open to change, but you have, for every one customer you lose, you're probably going to gain about another 10 customers because you're opening up the world to NFTs. But you just have to be mindful and just remember that Ethereum is not the only blockchain that that does NFTs. They were the first blockchain with the first movers advantage to do NFTs, but the gas fees are high. I mean, you got Solano, you got the Solana blockchain, you got the Cardano blockchain, you got the XRPL ledger. So, I mean, there's numerous of blockchains that's actually out there that can actually help you. Don't just integrate just one, do multiple. You got, but here it says here in a recent quote, a tweet, "Thanks for all the perspectives, everyone. We have no current plans to ship this internal concept. For now, we're focused on protecting users from spam, scams, and fraud. Web3 has lots of good, but also lots of problems we need to work through at our scale more soon." Honestly, if I was the company, I wouldn't even just said, "Hey, we're doing this." I can guarantee you the reason why he put that tweet out there in the beginning was because he was excited. And they always say, watch what you tell people on social media because they can ruin your plans. You should have just did it. You should have just dropped it and be like, "Hey, we got NFTs on here," boom, and then call it a day. Who cares what other people think? If people care, if the most important people in the world care what other people think, they wouldn't be where they are today. That's just that. You got some people that's gonna like your work. You got some people that's not. And I've actually, during this whole pandemic, I've actually realized that, and I've not cared. And it actually was a life changer and it was just a game saver. And it actually helped me. I was down, it's down by, say for example, you're in the NBA and you're down by 2, and it just clicks to you, to be, and have the Allen Iverson mentality or have that Michael Jordan mentality. It just clicks. That's how I feel now. Like, I don't care what other people think or feel about the stuff that I put out. As long as at the end of the day that I'm satisfied with my work, that's all that matters. Just like he should feel like, this is your job, your company. This is your idea. Drop it. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. But that's just my thoughts on it. It says here, despite being commonly used app amongst the crypto community, with NFT projects in particular using the platform to build communities, it appears that the gaming portion of it using the platform are not so fond of crypto. It doesn't matter. There's more people in the world than gaming. Like, this used to be a gaming channel. I switched it to crypto. Like, I find it hard to believe that the gaming people don't like the NFT portion of it, because the whole world of crypto and NFTs is about new tech, new innovation. Games are about new tech, new innovation. That just doesn't make sense to me, but I guess to each his own. I just know that when I do invent something or come up with something, I'm not going to let one or two people be the end all be all of my world, because at the end of the day, when I post something, like I said, if I'm satisfied with it, that's all that matters. And and the thing is, the NFT world is gonna bring you money. Like, we're just getting started. Like, we're just literally getting started. So people who believe the NFTs are a gimmick, just take your time to understand it, because NFTs are known as non-fungible tokens that you can actually get on the Cardano blockchain, the Ethereum blockchain, the XRP ledger, and the Solana blockchain. And it may be a JPEG, but here's the thing. It's a new way of actually legitimizing and legit checking whether something is real or not, because there is a timestamp, there's a way that you can validate it on the blockchain, so that way you know that the art is real. Like, for example, there's a picture floating around on Twitter for one of the pictures from the Goat Tribe. Well, we all know that the Goat Tribe artwork is actually on the Cardano blockchain. But some user, I'm not going to say the name, but maybe I should, but I reported it. There was a user by, I forgot the name, had a Goat Tribe NFT on the Opensea platform. And we all know that Goat Tribe was not made on the Ethereum blockchain, but it was on Cardano, because the Goat Tribe is specifically made to, I guess it's like a middle finger to the ETH blockchain. Now, just because I have the Goat Tribe photo, that does not mean that I'm saying Ethereum. I love Ethereum. I love what they're doing. I believe that this cryptocurrency is going to make it. But my whole point is, since it's on OpenSea and it's like 0.018 ETH, I think it's like $96. But it's a scam. That is a scam. And the only way somebody would know that is if they actually found, if OpenSea actually legit checked it and figured out where it came from. But that's up to OpenSea to actually do. But I get it. NFTs can seem scammable, can seem like that they're being money laundered, but it's really not. It's just a new way, a new digital way for tech. I mean, and like I said, that's just my rant. It says, it says, so another example, it says, user Cabo San Lucas stated that NFTs tech is a scam, and added that imagine you buy a ticket that says you own X image, but the ticket has legal validity in any country. Also, the value of NFTs is based on pure speculation and scarcity. Wow. Asserted that you burn a hectare of the Amazon forest to get a link to receipt for a purchase of something. You don't get that something. You don't even get the receipt. You get a link to the receipt. I get it. I just want people to be open-minded. Like I get that you're only getting like a paper form, but that's the whole trustless society when it comes to that. You have to know what you're looking at and have to understand it. But I get it. This is something new. The internet was new and people didn't understand it, and now look at it now. But yeah, I mean, I don't think that he should have completely, see, there's the tweet right there. I don't think that he should have completely got rid of it. It says, those of you against NFTs, please examine where you are getting your information. NFTs are fundamentally disruptive new technology that brings organizational power for individuals and bypasses corporations. It's been used in some cringe ways, but so has the internet. Just like I said, they hit the nail on the coffin. And this is actually my first time actually reading this article. So, for those that don't know, I don't actually look at these articles before I post them. I actually read them while I'm talking to you. So you're actually getting my reaction of these articles right along on camera. Do I believe they're going to actually bring NFTs back to the Discord platform? Yeah. Do I believe he's just going to do it without without asking anyone? You should. But as far as just using the Ethereum blockchain, I would have that on the side, but then take in mind there's other blockchains also. I would have Ethereum, Cardano, Solano, and the XRP ledger. I will use all of those. It doesn't take much to use it, to integrate it. It really doesn't. But moving on to the next big thing, moving on to the next big FUD that we have, of course, there's always going to be FUD anytime Bitcoin goes up close to 70,000. And anytime it goes down, there's always FUD. So like I know yesterday Bitcoin was at 65,000. Actually, it was at $65,250 and maybe 44 cents before I went to sleep. And then I woke up, it was less than that. But then anytime Bitcoin goes down and it stays there and it doesn't shoot right back up to its price that it crashed at before, there's going to be another articles about FUD. So I'm telling people, like I said, I get new subscribers every single day, and I appreciate it. And make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're watching it right now. It says here about 45% of the people that watch my video, they don't subscribe. So this is your chance to subscribe, by the way. But for the people that are coming in that want to understand and get afraid about selling their crypto, there's going to be FUD, people. The rich people, the wealthy people want you to sell your Bitcoin. It is up to you whether or not you want to do that. You are your own person. You are your own bank. It is to your discretion. It's not my discretion. It's not any of the other content creators who talk about crypto's discretion. It's your discretion. If you sell your Bitcoin, then that's on you. There's only 21 million that would be ever created. There's only that. There's like 35 now. I think there's like 45 million millionaires right now. So not every one of those millionaires that want Bitcoin that don't have it, and all 21 million of Bitcoin are gone, they will never have the chance to get it. So you just literally pissed off a millionaire by owning a portion or one or two. Just think about it that way. You will solidify yourself as one of the wealthiest people. What is it, 0.01 Bitcoin or 0.1 Bitcoin? I think it's 0.01 Bitcoin. If you have 0.01 Bitcoin, you would be considered one of the wealthiest people in the crypto space. Think about that. But there's FUD, and they know what Bitcoin is doing. Like there's about to be a spot Bitcoin ETF soon. Like it's going to be absolutely amazing. Just wait on it. I can't tell you what to do. I can only tell you my experience. Bitcoin is going to be around for a long time, but let's get right into it. It says, Bitcoin hitting 59K would be extremely healthy, says Traded, as BTC price retreats. Yeah, you always get that analyst that says it's going to be healthy if it retreats to 59,000. Why does it have to retreat? My thing is it shouldn't have to retreat. Bitcoin is Bitcoin. Bitcoin's already scarce. I believe there's, like instead of it being 3 million, gone, I believe it's about 4 or 5 million that's gone. It doesn't need to consolidate. I think it's going to consolidate around 68K. I don't think it's going to consolidate at 64K. I mean, it's already below 64K the last time I checked this morning before I actually went on this video with you. But I don't know. It's just when it comes to this, it says the Bitcoin consolidation becomes down move. And then there's a chart. I'm not a TA guy, but I do understand the fundamentals of where we need to be and where it needs to consolidate at. Right now, Bitcoin is actually going sideways. It's probably going to go sideways until this weekend. The weekend may determine maybe Saturday. I I know we have to have a weekly close on Sunday, and if it closes above 62,000, maybe 700 or something like that, then we're actually going to go to 80K. I mean, that's just my suggestions on it. Like I said, I know some TA, but I'm like, I don't actually study and do like a day trade like some of these other YouTube creators who are actually great, by the way. But I don't actually study it, but I do have a few understanding. Like I know back before Bitcoin hit 20,000, I was at work and I told one of my colleagues to come over here real quick. Like I was looking at the Coinbase chart with like the volume and all that stuff coming in and coming out, the sell walls, the buy wall, the sell walls and the buy walls, and I said, look, we're about to go to 20K right now, soon. And they was like, really? And I said, yeah, and then watch. And then that same day we went straight to 20K. So I'm not new to this, people. I just decided to be silent and sit back and watch other people do their stuff. And now I'm here. Like I'm at a point to where like I said, I'm in fourth quarter down by 2. I'm going to shoot a 3 like Michael Jordan or LeBron James. So I'm here. And I'm not going anywhere when it comes to this YouTube cryptocurrency stuff. So again, hit that subscribe button. I drop videos daily. But yeah, when it comes to this, yeah, we're going right now. We're going sideways. This article talks about how altcoins could, risk, because when Bitcoin drops, altcoins drops. But there is but the thing is, Ethereum is still pumping. So when Ethereum still pumps, it's going to bring the rest of the altcoins up. It's crypto's risky, but at the same time, if you know what you're doing when you're actually looking at TA, it can be very helpful. Even though TA doesn't account for human interactions and human personalities, because that can change at any moment. Somebody can put a tweet out. Even though this space is still young, somebody can put a tweet out and it can just completely change the market. I don't believe in that. I feel like that should be regulated, but it can happen. But yeah, this article just pretty much talks about if Bitcoin goes to 49,000, then it will be healthy. But if it doesn't, it's going to go to 75K. Do I think 75K is going to be the top? No. I'm still firmly holding strong and still firmly holding on to a 100,000 to 150,000 Bitcoin by the end of December. That is my predictions on it. That's how I feel. But yeah, anytime you see FUD like that, there's always going to be FUD saying, will Bitcoin is going to drop down to 59K anytime that there's a dip. I mean, it's just that. But moving on to the next article, one of the biggest news of the day of this morning. It says 2 firms account for the majority of Tether received. And I hadn't really noticed Tether being in the news, so I just figured that I'd go ahead and drop this out for you. This is a new study by Protos claims that Tether flow is dominated by just 2 firms. And I know they just recently, they settled. Oh, it says my battery's at 1%, 5 minutes left. Let me go see if I can get a charger or something. Let me go ahead and plug that in. Let me see. It says here, and the only thing about that is Tether was just recently in the news because they had to pay some court fees and they set up, but they're still back in the news. It says Tether has gone from being a renegade cryptocurrency to becoming the industry's primary crutch during the last 7 years, according to a new report. And for the new people, again, like I said, thank you for subscribing. And for the new people that are coming in, Tether is a stable coin that allows you to safely transact between cryptos to cryptos. Say, for example, if I'm into Bitcoin and I'm in TA and I believe that Bitcoin is actually going to drop to, let's say, I believe it's going to drop to 50K, and let's say Bitcoin's at 68,000. What I would then do is, to protect my gains, I would move my money from Bitcoin to USDT. That's Tether. And I would have 65,000. No, I'm sorry. I would have 68,000, right? So then the next day, Bitcoin drops down to, instead of it dropping to 59,000, it drops to 40,000. Well, I still have my $68,000 worth that I pay for Bitcoin. I can then now move over to, because Tether is a stablecoin and it does not change. It's forever stays at $1. I can then move over my money my gains that you still have to pay taxes on. I can still move that back over into Bitcoin, but now I have more Bitcoin, or I can actually move over the 50 some odd thousand to just to get that one Bitcoin, and you still have profit from when Bitcoin was 68,000. I don't encourage that. Some people do that. I'm a hodler, a hodler, whatever you want to call it. When it comes to stuff like that, the only other time that I would have ever used stablecoin is if Coinbase would have gotten approved for the lend program, to where you lend out your USDC to verified lenders and I get 4% back. That's the only time that I would actually use that. But I digress with that. It says essentially USDT is a bridge between traditional currencies like the United States dollar and decentralized digital currencies operating open blockchain networks, just like I had mentioned. It says the independent crypto outlet Protos provided an in-depth insight into the most common stablecoin and liquidity providers who supply it to cryptocurrency platforms. So yeah, the only platform that I use that, I use multiple platforms, but excuse me. Got something in my eye. Coinbase is the only platform that does not have USDT on it. It's because they have USDC, and they were going to use the lend program. But it says here, according to the report issue, USDT is primarily acquired by just two markets, and it says between 2014 and 2021. The research in Cumberland received a project of $60.3 billion. That's a lot. According for almost 55% of all outbound volume ever, according to Protos. The closest competitor minted a few hundred million in USDT. So yeah, this just goes back, saying what they use. Do I believe that Tether is a scam? No, I mean, it's been here for a while. But I do know anytime Tether pumps, Bitcoin pumps. Anytime Tether is minted, Bitcoin is pumping. And it's probably due time for another Tether mint for them, but that's my take on it. It's crazy. People say Tether is centralized. When it comes to that, all I know is Tether stays up at $1. But there was one time in 2018, 2017, and everything goes back to 2017, that Tether did go to $1.10. And everybody who had USDT, had money in there, they was actually up. So I do remember that. That was crazy. That was the only time I was thinking about getting into Tether. But you know how that goes. It's just one of those things. But let's get right into the price before I let you go. Right here it says the current overall price is 2.79 trillion. We went down just a little bit. The last time I looked at it, I think it was like 2.89 or something like that, or 2.9. We were so close to 3,000. But a $3 trillion market cap, that is a psychological barrier that we have not yet to break. And once it breaks, I'm telling you, no matter what cryptocurrency it is, I'm not a financial advisor, take in mind, but we will go skyrocket. Put your moon boots on, put your moon pants on, put your moon helmet on, whatever you got that's moon, put that on, because that is when all hell was break loose, because that is a mental barrier that we have yet to break, and once we break it, it's going to be amazing. But let's go down to the prices. We got the trending big gainers. I don't like to look at that, but here it says Bitcoin's currently at 63,944. We got Ethereum at 4,627. We got Binance Coin at $616.52. We got Solana at $226.84. We got Cardano, $2.02. XRP is $1.17. Polkadot at $45.30. Dogecoin at 25 cents. We got Shiba Inu at the number 11 spot, up 3%. We got Luna at $48.66. We got Avalanche at $83.61. We have, let me see what else here. That's actually up by $8.30. That's actually up by 8.36%. We got Litecoin at $260.93. We got Chainlink at $33.52. All right, everybody, that will do it for me today. Please make sure, if you haven't watched my video, please make my recent video, please make sure you do so. It should be popping up right now. I highly suggest that you watch it. Thank you for watching. As always, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, stay focused, stay locked in. Peace.